During this time period, have you kind of tried to live off the radar to avoid contact with him or him being able to find out where you are?
Oh, absolutely. Like I'm constantly thinking about like at any point if he might show up, and try to take my daughter or hurt me,
In your experience with him and trying to leave, he would basically tell you that you would never see your daughter again, or he would take steps that way to make sure that happened?
Yeah, there are multiple instances where he threatened that I would never see my daughter either because, he would win in the courts or he would physically take her, like abduct her and take her away from me, and I would never be able to find him or my daughter.
But it's your testimony here today that your experience with him in the relationship, you endured physical abuse.
Yeah.
Okay. And emotional and mental abuse as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And that he controlled your phone, who you talked to, who you spoke to, wrote emails to, or connected with on social media, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And that was kind of one of the rules that you had to live by to be in that relationship, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And that it took you several different times of leaving and coming back before you were finally able to break away from that, correct?
Yeah. It was a terrible cycle of leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back.
Okay. And to this day, what do you attribute as sort of the reason why you were finally able to get away from him entirely?
I guess I would say, well, that one instance with my sister, that really helped having her there physically to help me leave physically and just emotionally. But I guess over the last few times that I kind of left, and then I would come back and ultimately left him for good. I think I had just gained like self-confidence in that area, like that I realized that I could actually do that. And that, that I could, I guess. In
your kind of determination to become self-confident and get away from him, when you were with him, did he make you feel like that you were nothing without him and you couldn't succeed without him?
Yes.
Can I just have a moment? Yes. I don't have any further questions of this witness.
Cross-examination.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Is it Kuykendall?
Yeah.
You referenced that, what did you call him? Benyamin?
No, I called him Z. I just call him Benyamin now.
Z, okay. And you used the word to describe him as crazy, and you talked about sort of his mental illness. Do you know about, and you referenced his mom at the hospital, telling the hospital something. What did they tell him about his mental illness?
What did who tell? Or like his mom? What did his mom tell me?
Sure. What do you know about him being diagnosed with a mental illness?
Well,
I be careful,
when I first got together with him, he was with another woman, Jennifer. I don't remember her last name, but they had been together. They had met at an institution, a mental institution, and he was on medicine at the time for what I believe is schizoaffective bipolar disorder, is what she told me. And so they were together for 2 years while he was fully medicated. And then, he was like just stable, had a job, and, they were engaged to get married, like a monogamous relationship. And then he stopped taking his medicine, even though I believe it was court ordered is what she had told me. It was like court ordered for him to be medicated. And so he stopped taking it and just became a totally different person.
Okay. So he was